Hello. Once again, so good to be with you. My name is Father Rinaldi. I'm an associate pastor at St. Anthony's Church in Wilmington, Delaware. This Sunday is the second Sunday of Lent. The images that are given to us are magnificent. They certainly catch our attention. First of all, in the Old Testament reading, it was a smoking fire pot, a flaming torch in the darkness. And then, in the Gospel reading, his clothing became a dazzling white. They saw his glory. And then, in the epistle reading, he will change our lowly body to conform with his glorified body. The image is that of brightness. Brightness that comes from only a brightness that God can show us. What a wondrous image it is. It's like the rising sun in the morning. The sun is a bright object and it gives light to everything. Everything that was in the darkness now can be seen without us shining an artificial light on it. God's brightness in our lives. During this Lenten time, He wants us to have His brightness in our lives. Often we use the word convert or conversion, meaning to go from one religion to another. But it also can be used to mean that we are converted from someone who is not so holy to someone who is increasing in holiness. In other words, that God's brightness shines in us more and more. The strength of His presence is to be seen within us in a stronger and a much more glorious way. His clothing became a dazzling white. They saw His glory. Traditionally, that's understood to mean that He was strengthening them for the very difficult time that was to come, when Jesus was to go through a horrific suffering and death. And they were going to be the apostles and disciples who were lost before the lightness was shining in their light and their lives from Him. But it was as if now they were in darkness. He had gone into the tomb. But they had the memory of His light shining, of His brightness. And that should be able to carry them through to the glory of His resurrection. Conversion for us should be something that's always ongoing. Converting ourselves from the darkness, the lowliness of a life that is taken up with earthly things, a life that ignores the brightness of the heavenly goodness that's ours daily. One day we will be before the judgment seat. And the Lord, simply by looking at us, can tell, is His brightness shining within us? If we were really His people, His brightness and His glory will be manifest. His presence will be easy for Him as judge to see within us. We will be like mirrors, and He'll recognize Himself right away in each one of us before the judgment seat. What we were once will be a memory, like an old photograph. What we are now before God will be something that'll be wondrous. Nowhere near as glorious as His heavenly body, His transfigured body, but nonetheless far nicer, far brighter, far more magnificent than the person we used to be. What we are now, God makes us more and more like him daily. Thank you very much. How good it always is to be with you. You have a wondrous and a glorious Lent in him.